Hey guys, alright, we're going to do a transformation video for Buster Stealthwing, MakeToys MTCD-05 SP. This is black version of their Jetfire Cross Dimension series. Blah, 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 blah. Just released a review. I stated there that I was doing the transformation video separate. Got a little bit of feedback and stuff like that. People were asking why I didn't do the transformation video in the review. Fact is, it's not part of a review. A review is taking a look at something, giving your thoughts on it, kind of giving it an overview and things like that. A transformation video is more of a how-to instructional type thing, so they're not one and the same. For time constraint reasons, I'm going to continue to do the transformation videos and stuff like that separately, and I hate to say it, I hate to lose viewers and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm the first one to tell you that if you want everything in one and 40-minute like video quote-unquote reviews, this channel is not for you. I'm not doing that. So, alright, so getting started here. I've already gotten one turret and one of the backpack cannons, whatever you want to call them, blasters, taken out. And it doesn't matter which side combines with which. It's just when you get it on the jet mode, it's whatever wing is sticking out that designates the appropriate side. But in terms of combining the two halves, nothing at all. Alright. The other side was already done. So let's get started on getting this guy transformed. You start. Take the forearms right there. Okay, bring the palm inwards, put it in, snap it into place. Okay, and like right there, you kind of have to find a sweet spot with the forearm. Boom. And I think I just found the secret right there actually. With the forearm, they kind of have it so it's an exact turn and in line with this, but you got to make it to make sure, turn it a little bit further to make sure it's inside. There's a line there that you could see. Make sure the thumb is inside of that line, and then it'll snap flush. Alright, so we got that. From there, that side automatically wanted to come out, but unsnap it. You can see that actually takes a little bit of force to unsnap it. So, loosen those up. Bring those down. From there, boom, boom. Just bringing the shoulders up. We're turning the whole arm so that this part of the forearm, the top of the forearm's on the bottom. Boom. And then bringing them both up. 1, 2. Okay, kind of like a YMCA type deal. From there, we're just going, giving it one of those guys. Alright, bringing them out. Then, boom, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Alright, and I know that there's this bar across the bottom of the screen, so I'm trying to do everything to where, you know, what's needed to be seen is above the bar. The helmet, put the visor down, that's for fitment reasons. This whole part becomes untapped. Turn that head around, you can do that before you untap it, whatever. Flip the nose cone out from under here. Wondering what that was on. Tab that into place. Now there's a double hinge here, so you kind of have to bring that out and then bring the whole thing over. And there's a tab up here. So boom. Pretty simple transformation, but the way the instructions are laid out, it's kind of weird. So don't fret too much. It's just weird. Alright, so we've got that done. What we're doing from there, there's a hinge here, right? This whole thing comes up and it brings the waist into there for like a girl walk. Alright, straightforward stuff. And from there, what you're gonna do, I'm trying to go along with the instructions, so yeah. Gonna give this guy splits. 1, 2. Okay. From there, bringing those shoulder pieces down, and there are tabs right here, tabs right here. Boom. And boom. Oh, I got the sides of the tabs mixed up there. So 1, 2. And I just want to show you guys how it goes. You're gonna readjust it anyway. But yeah. There we go. Just had to move the biceps in a little bit closer, and then everything fits up pretty perfectly, not gonna lie. Alright. So from there, these legs, I want you to take the whole thing, bring it down, bring it down. Alright, 90 degrees. And then from there, it just wants you to take the thighs and move the legs back up. Alright, so the two side crotch plates should be pointed downwards, and then the legs should be upwards like normal, okay? And if you're slick enough, I'm sure you could just take it, use some firmness or whatever, you know, do it yourself once you get used to it or whatever, but you'll figure it out. But alright, just kind of giving you guys a roundabout of what you should have. Pretty straightforward business. Now from there, 1, 2, 1, 2. You see what I did? All right, we'll do it one more time. It's tabbed right there, so just untab, flip it down, flip it out. Okay, and I'm trying to go by the instructions as much as possible. So I'm looking down. If I take a break, these pieces, those parts that you just flip down, they tab out, or not tab out, they slide down. I don't know what I'm talking about there. That one's already slid down. So slide it towards the heel. With these knee pads, make sure that they're slid up. Alright. Because they do slide up and down. So down, up. Okay. Now, make sure the heels are away from the feet. Bring it in, flip the front of the foot. Okay. Bring the foot in, flip the front. It's kind of tight, so, you know. You'll see you have the thruster and the landing gear right there. And again, I'm just taking a minute to look at the instructions, make sure that I'm going in order, because these are hard, and the way that they're laid out, like numerically and stuff like that, it looks like it's, I'll show you guys afterwards. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, from there, at this joint right here, start bringing it in, start bringing it in. Okay. Now with the wings, we're moving to the front now. Flip those around. Gonna flip those around, and then they press in. Then they press in. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Okay. Now we're moving back to the legs. 1, 2. And you kind of have to move it so these panels are above. Because the way it goes is, I'm going to move on my own accord now because it does get kind of weird. It's easier to explain it like this than how the instructions do it. Alright, so it's not going all the way right here. What you want to do, flip these these feet around, right? From there, it's like this over thing or whatever. That's how these two pieces tab together. So get those tight. All right. And then there are two tabs on here. You can see the two tabs right there as well. And what you're going to do is tab those, and everything stays in place pretty well once you've done that. It's pretty good stuff. From there, boom. Flip these pieces out. And there are two small tabs. Let me zoom in. On each side that these peg into. 1, 2. And once you've got these pieces tabbed in, we'll do that again. I decided it was kind of close up. It's just tabbing them in to those two side pieces there. You can't miss them. So there you go. Oh. Okay. Flip the wings down. But alright, going over all the places that should be tabbed in. 2 tabs right there. These 2 tabs here. This tab here, of course. These panels here. 2 panels right here. And there are 2 underlying panels in the shoulder. You can't miss them. And outside of that, I think right here, yeah, these 2 pieces, that's it. So we'll take out the landing gear just to put on the those BFGs on the back. Flight pack. And that's how you put down the landing gear. Went over that in the review, but in case, you know, you maybe forgot. There's that. To put the wings out, just for that sake. Now there are 2 tabs. 1, 2. 1. And then this tabs into the back of the foot. 1, 2. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so those are supposed to be up right there. Make sure that those legs are tabbed in. We'll try again, but this time maybe we'll do it a little bit more carefully. Alright, so 1, 2. Just tabbing it into the wrong side anyway, so maybe the robot gods were trying to tell me something. Alright, so 1, 2. Much better. 1, 2. Okay, and there you go. There it is in alt mode. Now we'll go ahead and get this thing disassembled. It's so much easier. Man, oh man. There's no instructional for this. So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm just going through, I'm untapping everything. Kind of undoing all that we just did. And then we just start moving stuff around. You start moving stuff around until it looks right. So we've got the leg split there. We remember that this goes in, bring it around. This goes in, bring it around. Junky, but I'm not going to sit here and go through 40 steps, you know, when it's pretty simple to bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Okay. So again, it's literally just undoing everything. And you see how fast? And I'll actually move the camera up. Reverse those feet. Reverse the front foot. Bring the heel down. Just that in a little bit. 2. Like, it's absolutely insane. Okay, 1, 2. And all we have to do from there, boom, boom, boom. And that took what, a minute or 2? It's insane. Alright. Forearms, just peg in. Peg in. These, just peg into the back. If you have problems pegging it into the back, make sure the wings are pulled out. If they're not, they'll block it. So give that an extra tug before you do it. And then I kind of put them back a little bit just to tighten it a little bit more. Okay. There we are. I might need to put some shock oil on those ankles. Okay, so there's that. Now let's get this guy transformed into armor. Really simple stuff. It's pretty much just pulling stuff off of him. So this, bring that up. There's a button right here. That's how you remove the backpack. Just slides off. You see the tab right there. Okay. The two front pieces of the shoulders, so you can see where they slide off. Jiminy. Alright. It splits here, and that's where it slides off. It's one of those things to where you gotta find the right spot to slide, and then once it slides, it's so buttery that it kind of flies off. Alright? Of course, take those off. Now removing the feet. Not too crazy. Make sure that these two pieces are untabbed. They snap at the sides. Alright. Unpeg them at the sides. One. I'll show you from the back so you can kind of see what's going on. Two. You can see these two tab pieces right there. Alright. And then it's a hard pull because it snaps in pretty good. One, two. Alright. So with these, flip those out first. You're going to need those flipped out. One, two. You can just put those to the side. Now probably the hardest part about this with Manus, first you bring his leg up like you're transforming it. Alright? And then I'm actually gonna zoom in on the foot. There's a double hinge right here. And it's all kind of tight. So you're gonna do it like that. Bring that up some. And the point is to get this to tab in right here. So, boom. Alright. So you can see that. Zooming out, outside of that, there are two pieces here with tabs. They just tab into the bar there. One, two. Make sure it's firm. They don't really have the best grip, so just press as tight as you can. They're friction, unfortunately. They don't really have a snap around, which I wish they did. Okay, from there, these two tabs, we're going to tab in. There's a hollow area. You can't miss it right there. One, two. Alright, from there, you just kind of find the hole and bring those tabs on the side legs back up. One, two. And you can see where they're supposed to go. So this one goes up, this one goes down. Now with this tab piece, make sure it does slide up and down. Make sure it's down. And then bring it in. And boom. It'll snap. Not necessarily snap, but it'll go into this hole here and cover it. Alright? Should sit fairly flush. We'll do this one a little bit faster. Alright, looking at the other one, we know that the inside goes up. One, and then this bottom one down. Make sure this is slid down. Yep. Bring it around. Boom, boom. All right, there are the feet. Okay. From there, and there's one piece that I forgot about him. It's this right here. The front of the chest pulls off, and I hate that everything's like so tight, and then I wish it was a more natural glide, I guess. Now, this piece Alright, this is an extra piece that comes specifically for the armor. There are 2 tabs, 1, 2, 1, 2. And there are 4 tabs right here, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's fine, and press those down. It's a natural press. It sits pretty flush with the chest, so if you push it all the way in, you should be able to set it right down. Okay? It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can peg this piece on first, and then slide that chest piece on. Boom. From there. Alright, so these shoulder pieces. There's a small tab and a large tab. Know that the large tab goes into the axe, and then the small tab goes into the outside front tab, okay? So that'll let you know which side is which as well. So I do it by tabbing it in first, and it's a tight tab. I actually had to loosen the hole on here with the shoulder piece on each side when I did it at first, so just be forewarned. It's kind of a struggle, but then like you saw right there, that side just snapped in naturally. Okay, we're almost done actually. These forearm pieces, they have peg holes. For that. From there, this right here, it says to keep these 2 pieces up, but just to make room personally, I bring them down. They don't affect anything and just give you more room to move the shoulder. Alright, and from there, there's some pictures with the wings even downside, and I really like this look. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like that better, but for the sake of official, boom. Okay, this is what you got, this is what you got. We flip those wings around, and this hole here just snaps. It has a similar peg. Boom, you heard that snap? And then there's a tab under here which pegs into the top of the grill. So it doesn't necessarily peg, but it like balances on. So hold that, and boom. There you go. And again, this works a lot better on Manus than Nor, just because Nor is more loose. And I learned from some other people who have Nor, it's just something with the mold in general. I don't know if it was kind of a test run to refine the mold and things like that. Before releasing Manus, Nor came out first actually. Or was it second? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. No, it was Erebus, which was first. Nor was after Striker Manus. So I don't know if it's mold degradation then or what, but yeah, it's a lot more loose and doesn't hold up the armor as well. But here you go, man. This has been the transformation video for Make Toys Cross Dimension MTCD-05 SP Buster Stealthwing. We went from robot mode to jet mode to robot mode, and we finished it off with the armor mode. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, anything like that, either leave a comment, email me, info@kumastylesdesigns.com. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys very much for watching. And you see, this has been like 20 something minutes, man. This didn't need to be in the review. It's not as simple as that. Nobody wants to watch a 40-minute review. But anyway, again, like, share, subscribe. Make sure to tune in. kumastyle.com, full article, breakdown article, gallery, blah, 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 blah. See you guys later.